I got this snowblower to work with this green Craftsman, which I don't think it was made for. I didn't do as detailed a video here, but a couple of things to think about. I did take, there was a bracket here that holds the mower. I took it off. I don't think you have to take it off, but this bolted on here and that holds the thrower. This plate didn't line up really with any of these holes, so I ended up drilling a new hole here, and I had to get a new belt because I think this is farther or closer to the crankshaft pulley here. The new belt was 2 inches shorter than the old belt. I also haven't figured out how to hook up this, which tightens that and turns the snowblower on. But if I use this chain over on the other side, right here, and just pull this really tight, it's going to tighten it up enough too. So I may just do that. We'll see. Well, it's that time of year again here in northern Minnesota. It's getting cold. It's supposed to snow this week. I'm going to try to put the snow thrower on this machine, which I haven't done before. I'm not going to make a full video because I already got that for the other one, but I'll let you know if there were any differences. Because I'm not going to remember this next time. This piece here was up, this bolt just went through here, and this is threaded. This isn't physically connected to anything here, but I mean other than the bolt. So there's one of those on both sides that I've taken off. Now I've got a final connection is this thing right here. And I'd like to take this rod off as opposed to taking it off here, so I'm going to investigate that a little bit further. I'm going to put this into this hole, which maybe will help me remember next time. I sort of tell it's going to be a pain in the ass already, but this, pull this pin out. This is connected to this rod that makes it go up and down, so I'm going to get this out of here. And disconnect this part here. Oh. Man. Alright, good luck getting this back together. For the record, this piece, I do know, goes in, there's like a keyed slot, goes in there like that. But this piece fell out as I was walking back here, and I don't at all know where this goes. Alright, the last vestiges of the deck are these two arms here and here, and I can see if I look up under here they're connected with these rods, and those rods, let's see if I can show the cotter pin where those go in there. Right, I don't know if I can show this or not, but at the end of this rod there's a little window, and then it goes over that direction, and there's a pin on that side I'm going to take off, and that'll let me get these. Oh Jesus, this is not simple. You can see, you see where this pin is right here. That's what I gotta take off. Since that isn't even a real pin, shouldn't be too tough, but I gotta get that off to get this piece off. And I am so glad I made a video, because putting this back together is gonna be a chore. Fortunately, it'll be nice and warm then, right? Although I think these are identical. The one with the mangled cotter pin is on the right side of the machine when you're looking forward. The one with the nice cotter pin is on the left. I'm going to see if I can put these guys back on the deck where they belong. I believe that this goes on here. There should be a washer with a cotter pin on it, but there's not. right there. And then this one will probably go right here. I don't know why there was no washer and cotter pin on there, but it sure seems like there should be. Guess we'll figure that out next spring. Oh man, tell you, before I laden this thing down with a snowblower, I gotta go do some rock climbing. Look at the ground clearance that I've got on this thing now. We'll give that a try. Alright, these plates that support the snowblower in front are going to go, it seems like they should go on the other side so that this rests on top of here, but I don't think it fits that way. So this will go on here, and then that bolt will bolt in there, and that bolt in there, and then I think I need another bolt right here. It should look like this when it's done. I kind of had an inkling that this snowblower is not made for this particular Craftsman, and I think this is confirming it in that I can't get this plate to line up the way it did on that other one. So this plate has to bolt underneath, and well, there's some holes here, so you can see I've got a big washer and a nut behind on the other side. I had to move these to the inside of this plate so that it would line up with the inside of the frame rails. Now, normally we have these brackets on the other one that go on a hole somewhere around here, and then that just has a pin that goes through one of these holes, but those are not lining up at all. So I need to somehow figure out how to get them lined up, and so that these pulleys are at the same level, so it's not throwing this belt, and it's roughly the same distance away from this pulley as it was on the other machine. So I'm going to work on that a little bit and see if I can sort of customize something that'll work. Alright, so I managed to get, you know, that bolt in on the other side, but this side, no such luck. This thing isn't going to fit here. This thing will fit right here, but there's no holes, so I'm drilling holes for the frame up here, and then I'll have to drill a hole through this. Alright, so that seems generally in the right place. I got a hole, I had to drill a hole through this into this bracket, so there's a hole for this bolt to go through. I think that's going to work because the alignment this way is pretty good with the drive pulley here. But again, it looks like this belt is just going to be too short, because I think this whole thing is further forward than it should normally be. I'm a little worried that the big expensive belt that goes to the snowblower is going to be too long too, because that goes around here, and if this is a couple inches shifted that way, then it's going to be too short. But let's put the snowblower on and see what happens. Alright, just so you can see what I'm trying to do, there are these, I don't know what, they probably have a name, shoulder bolts, something like that, that this part of the bracket right here fits on. There we go. All right. we got her mounted. Oh, hooray. This belt down here is gonna work. I'll just show you real quick how that goes to the snowblower, and it comes around these pulleys. So it's straight to the snowblower from here around the big drive pulley, and then this is, I don't know, I think it's called an idler pulley, tensioner pulley. This thing is the thing that tightens it up, and there's a spring. Oh, it's on the other side. I'll show you where that, so when this pushes that way, it pushes in here and tightens up this belt. You can see, sort of, there's a spring right here, and that is pulling this bottom pulley towards me, and you just simply get it really pretty tight and then stick a pin in it. It might be a little too tight right now. I mean, you want it to be able to slip if you hit something, so that auger will not break stuff. Now, the only problem I have, I don't know that I have these belts on the right way. It seems right to me up here, and then you pull this to make it tight, but this belt is just way too loose. So I'm gonna have to investigate that a little bit and maybe get a different belt. Shorter belt in here to get it to work on this machine. Somehow I gotta get this thing to move in concert with this right here, which is connected down here. It's that accessory handle. You can see it pulls this lever back under here. And so I need some sort of connection between here and here so that it will pull this back to tighten that belt to start that running. I don't know. In the alternative, I can just use my chain and cotter pin and pull that sucker tight. And it'll be on all the time, which would make it tough to start, but I could turn it on once it's started. I mean, I'll try to figure out the right way, but if I can't do that, then I'm just going to use this chain, darn it. Got the wheel weights on. Those are 8-inch long bolts there. And I got these tires. I think we're ready for the snow.